Good morning, class 7. Today again we have to continue with the chapter and conclude the chapter Gopal and the Hilsa fish. Last time, if you remember, we had done till this part that the king is asking Gopal that let me see you buy a huge hilsa and bring it to the palace without anyone asking you a word about it. Do you remember? This challenge was given to Gopal by the king because the king was fed up. He was tired of listening to this word Hilsa fish from everybody in his kingdom. Even his courtiers were repeatedly speaking about Hilsa fish, and the king did not like this because they were wasting their time doing all this. So the king asked Gopal, who was considered to be the wisest man in the court, he asked Gopal that I am giving you a challenge. You go and bring a huge hilsa fish, bring it to the palace, and bring in such a way that nobody should speak about a word regarding the fish. Nobody should speak regarding the fish to you. So this was an open challenge given to Gopal, and Gopal readily accepted the challenge. Now we will proceed further and see what happens. Why is your face half shaven? Who is asking this question? Gopal's wife is asking this question to Gopal. Why is your face half shaven? If you remember, I had told you in the summary also that Gopal did three strange things. What was the first thing? His face was half shaven. Second thing, he had smeared ash all over his body. And third was he wore rags. He wore torn clothes. So when his face was half shaven, his wife was surprised to see that he has made his appearance look so funny. Why is your face half shaven? I am dressing up to buy a fish. Now Gopal did not disclose that he has been given a challenge by the king, and it is one of his techniques, it is one of his tricks to fulfill his challenge. So he just says, he replies to his wife that I am doing this because I am dressing up to buy a fish. What's the matter with you? Why are you smearing yourself with ash? Now this is the second thing she asks. She is saying that is something wrong with you? What is the matter with you? Why are you putting ash all over yourself? Why are you smearing yourself with ash? I told I am dressing up to buy a hilsa fish. So Gopal gives the same answer again. Listen to me, please. You can't possibly go out in those disgraceful rags. What are you up to? Now the third thing which Gopal's wife notices is that he is wearing rags or torn clothes, and she says that you have to listen to me. I will not let you go out of the house wearing torn clothes. How many times must I tell you, woman, I am out to buy a huge hilsa fish. This is the reply which Gopal repeats and says that I am again and again telling you that I am doing all this because I am dressing up to buy a hilsa fish. It's happened to him. He is gone mad. Now Gopal's wife is talking to herself. She is thinking in her mind and saying that I think my husband has gone mad. But children, here I am asking you one question. Was Gopal mad? Had he gone mad actually? The answer is no. It was only one of his trick to fulfill his challenge. He wanted to dress up. He wanted to change his appearance in such a way that when he brings the hilsa fish to the palace, everybody notices him and nobody notices the hilsa fish, because this was the challenge given by the king that Gopal has to bring the hilsa fish to the palace in such a way that nobody talks a word about it. So Gopal thought that this is going to be a strange but a successful trick of fulfilling his challenge. So the wife is saying that he has gone mad. She is thinking this. Gopal bought the hilsa fish and started walking towards the palace. Now it is time to prove that he has successfully accomplished the task which has been given by the king. Gopal bought the Hilsa fish and started walking towards the palace. Mother, look at that man. Isn't he comical? As you can see, if you have read the story, you must have seen that there are many people standing on the road and they are watching Gopal carrying a fish in his hand. But nobody is noticing the fish. Everybody is noticing Gopal because he is looking weird, he is looking strange. Why he is looking strange? Because he has a half shaven beard, he has smeared ash over his body and is wearing torn clothes. So a boy is asking his mother that, can you see that man? He is looking comical. Comical means he is looking funny. He must be a madman. One man is talking to the other man and saying that he must be a mad person. Hush, I think he is a mystic. In the last class, I told you the meaning of mystic, children. Mystics are those people who want to leave the world, who want to leave the pleasures of the world and just want to spend their life communicating with God. In Hindi also, I had told you the meaning, like they are sadhus. Sadhu, you must have heard in Hindi, sadhu, sannyasi. What do? They leave the worldly life, they leave the worldly pleasure, they are least bothered about how they are looking, what they are wearing, are their clothes neat and clean, are they looking all right, what is the world saying about them, what are the people speaking about them. They are least bothered about all these things because they have left all these things and their only motive in life remains is that they have to communicate with God. So somebody is saying that he is a madman and somebody says that he is a mystic. When Gopal reached the court, now we will see what happened when Gopal reached the court. What do you want? Now who is asking this? The guards. The guards who are guarding the court gate, who are standing at the gate, they are asking Gopal, what do you want? Actually, the guards also didn't recognize Gopal in the first instance because he was looking so different. So the guards are asking him, what do you want? I want to see the king. This is the reply which Gopal gives to the guards. You can't see the king. Get away with you. The guards are angry and they are thinking that he is a madman, he is a strange man and he can't be allowed to go inside the palace. He can't be allowed to meet the king in any case. So they are saying that you can't see the king, get away with you. That means go away, get lost from here. Gopal began to dance and sing loudly. Now, when Gopal saw that the guards are not going to allow him to enter the court easily, then he thought of another strange thing that he could do to get entry into the court. What did he start doing? He started dancing and singing loudly at the court gates, at the gates of the palace. Inside the palace. Now we will see what happened inside the palace while Gopal is standing outside the palace singing and dancing loudly. The man is crazy. Somebody is saying this in the court and the king is listening to all this. Somebody is saying the man is crazy. The man standing at the gate is a crazy man. Throw him out at once. Another man is saying, don't allow him. Throw him out at once. The third man is saying, I want to see the king. Let me in. I want to see the king. This third man is Gopal. He says, I want to see the king. Let me in. That means let me come inside. Bring that man to me at once. Now, when the king came to know that a strange man is standing and singing and dancing loudly at the gates, he is saying, bring that man inside at once. Yes, your majesty. The guard is saying, yes, sir. Yes, your majesty means he is answering to the king that I'll obey to your orders and I will bring that man soon. Gopal was brought before the king. It's Gopal. Now, when this man Gopal was brought inside the court, then people there, one of the persons standing there recognized him, and he's saying, it's Gopal. The man has lost his mind. Now another courtier is saying that he has gone mad. He has lost his mind. That means he has gone mad. I think it's one of his crazy jokes. Another courtier is saying that since Gopal had a habit of joking in a different manner, different from others, so one of the courtiers believes that it is one of his crazy jokes, one of his new ways of cracking jokes. Now, let us see what the king says. All right, Gopal, out with it. Why are you dressed up in this ridiculous fashion? Now the king is asking the actual question which he should ask. The king is asking Gopal, all right, Gopal, now you tell me, why are you dressed up in this ridiculous fashion? That means in this funny manner, in this strange manner, why have you dressed yourself? Your Majesty, you seem to have forgotten something. Now Gopal is reminding the king of the challenge which was given to him. And he says, Your Majesty, you seem to have forgotten something. He is saying that you had given me a challenge and I think you have forgotten that. Forgotten something? Now the king is not able to recall. What did he forget? Strangely enough, no one seems to be interested in Hilsa fish today. From the market to the palace and in the court, not a soul has spoken a word about Hilsa fish. Now I am very sure you know who is speaking this dialogue. Yes, the answer is Gopal. Gopal is reminding the king and saying that strangely enough, that means it is very strange to see that no one seems to be interested in Hilsa fish today. Why nobody is interested, children? You must be guessing the answer, because everybody was more interested in seeing Gopal. Why? Because he was looking so weird. He was looking so different. He was looking strange. Half shaven beard, ash smeared all over his body, rags or torn clothes which he was wearing. These three things attracted the people so much that not a single person was talking about Hilsa fish that day, whereas all were talking about only Gopal and his strange appearance. Strangely enough, no one seems to be interested in Hilsa fish today. From the market to the palace and in the court, not a soul has spoken. Not a soul means not a single person. Not a soul has spoken a word about Hilsa fish. So, this was the challenge. If you remember, what challenge did the king give to Gopal? That while bringing the Hilsa fish to the palace, nobody should speak a word about it. And Gopal, because of his wisdom, had accomplished this task with complete success. Only then did the king remember the challenge he had thrown to Gopal. Now when Gopal explains the challenge in detail or explains the task which the king gave to Gopal, when he tells everything in detail, he reminds the king about what did he say. Now the king remembers everything. Ha ha! Well, Gopal, congratulations! You have achieved the impossible once again. Now, what is the reaction of the king? The king is overwhelmed. The king is very happy, and obviously the king is proud also, because Gopal has once again proved that he is the wisest person in the court, and he has again made the impossible possible once again. The task which was impossible for everybody else, Gopal has proved that it is possible for him. So through his wisdom, through his wit and wisdom, I can say, through his wit and wisdom, Gopal has proved that he is the wisest person and he has achieved the impossible once again. So here your story comes to an end. Now I can see that there are 6 questions after the lesson is over, and the questions are very small. The answers to these questions are very small, simple questions with simple answers. I will discuss all question and answers with you just now, so that whenever you have time, keep writing all the question and answers neatly in your copies wherever you have been writing all your work till now. Now comes the first question. Why did the king want no more talk about the Hilsa fish? Why did the king want no more talk about the Hilsa fish? The answer is, it was the season of Hilsa fish and the king was tired of listening about Hilsa fish from everybody in his kingdom. Even his courtiers talked about nothing else but the Hilsa fish, and the king did not like this at all. I am repeating once again the whole answer. It was the season of Hilsa fish, and the king was tired of listening about Hilsa fish from everybody in his kingdom. Even his courtiers, courtiers, even his courtiers talked about nothing else but the Hilsa fish, and the king did not like this at all. So this is your answer number 1. Question 2. What did the king ask Gopal to do to prove that he was clever? I am repeating. What did the king ask Gopal to do to prove that he was clever? Answer. The king asked Gopal to buy a Hilsa fish and bring it to the palace in such a way that nobody should ask him a word about it. I am repeating. The king asked Gopal to buy a Hilsa fish and bring it to the palace in such a way that nobody should ask him a word about it. This is your answer 2. Question number 3. What 3 things did Gopal do before he went to buy his Hilsa fish? I am repeating. What 3 things did Gopal do before he went to buy his Hilsa fish? And the answer is, the 3 things that Gopal did before he went to buy his Hilsa fish were: first, half shaved his face, half shaved his face. Second, smeared himself with ash, smeared, S-M-E-A-R-E-D, smeared himself with ash. Third, wore torn clothes, wore torn clothes. Alright, so these 3 things Gopal did in order to go and buy the Hilsa fish. Now let me see one thing. What is written here in the chapter? Yes, correct. Half shaven face. Now question number 4. How did Gopal get inside the palace to see the king after he had bought the Hilsa fish? I am repeating the question. How did Gopal get inside the palace to see the king after he had bought the Hilsa fish? Answer number 4. Gopal began to dance when the guards did not allow him to enter the palace. He also started singing loudly. At this, the king ordered the guard to bring Gopal before him. I am repeating the whole answer. Gopal began to dance when the guards did not allow him to enter the palace. He also started singing loudly. At this, the king ordered the guard to bring Gopal before him. I hope everybody is understanding all the answers. You can see the video whenever you feel like once again and write down the answers neatly. Now question number 5. Explain why no one seemed to be interested in talking about the Hilsa fish which Gopal had bought. I am repeating. Explain why no one seemed to be interested in talking about the Hilsa fish which Gopal had bought. This is question number 5. Now answer. Gopal's half-shaven face, smeared with ash and torn clothes attracted the people so much that all kept looking at him and nobody talked about the Hilsa fish. I am repeating the whole answer. Gopal's half-shaven face, smeared, S-M-E-A-R-E-D, smeared with ash and torn clothes attracted the people so much that all kept looking at him and nobody talked about the Hilsa fish. This was answer 5. Now question number 6. True and false. Now in this question, children, please write the whole question as written in your textbook, and when you are writing the answers true and false, first one is true or false, second one is true or false, copy down the whole sentence. Don't make this mistake of writing that you have written the question, then you have put number 1 true, number 2 false, number 3 true. Don't do this. Never write direct answers like this in English. This is not your GK. Okay? So please don't make this mistake. You have to write the whole sentence, then write true or false. Second whole sentence, then whether it is true or false. Alright? Now I am reading out the first sentence for you. The king lost his temper easily. Can you tell me it is true or false? Yes, the answer is true. In the starting only it is mentioned that the king used to lose his temper easily. So the answer is true. Second question. Second sentence. Gopal was a madman. Was Gopal mad? If you are saying yes, then you are not correct. Gopal was not a madman. Gopal was behaving like a madman, but actually he was not mad. Why he was behaving like a madman? To attract the attention of others so that everybody will start paying attention towards him and nobody will talk about the Hilsa fish. So if you are given this question, Gopal was a madman, answer is going to be false. Third sentence, Gopal was a clever man. Obviously, answer is true, because in the chapter only it is given that he was the wisest man in the court. Fourth, Gopal was too poor to afford decent clothes. Was he so poor that is why he was wearing torn clothes? No, not at all. He was not poor. Answer is false. So why he was wearing torn clothes? Again, the reason is, suppose you are asked to give a reason in the exam, then what will you write? Why did he wear torn clothes? Was he poor? No. He wore torn clothes because the purpose was to attract the attention of the people towards him, so that everybody will talk about Gopal and nobody will talk about the Hilsa fish. So the answer is false. Last sentence. The king got angry when he was shown to be wrong. In the end of the story, have you seen that the king was angry? What is the last dialogue, if you remember? The king says ha ha, and he is showing his happiness. This happiness also shows that he was proud of Gopal's wisdom. So was the king angry? No. Answer is false. The king was not at all angry. He was very happy that Gopal had successfully fulfilled his challenge. So I hope the chapter was interesting for all of you. You have understood the chapter also, and we have discussed all question answers. I am sure that you have understood all the answers. Please write all the answers very neatly. And one more advice, children, keep on learning whatever you have written till now. Don't leave everything. When the exams will start, when the timetable will be given to you, then only you will start learning. Don't make this mistake. You have lot of time at home. Sometime you must be watching the videos, you must be doing your written work, but there are some hours which are free also. Keep on learning things side by side, so that when the school reopens, you have learned many things by that time, and you will find yourself in a very comfortable position. When the exam timetable will be given to you, then you will see that you are relaxed, because you have learned already so many things in these months, April, May, and let us see till when it will continue. Okay, so keep on learning things, keep on revising everything, and hope to meet you soon again. Have a nice day.